this one surprised me. Alex Smith telling GQ essentially that Washington didn't want him there. He kind of put a wrench in their plans by actually still trying to play football. And interestingly enough, that wrench was quite a crucial tool for them, you know, in the second half of the season that they hoped that they could use, with all due respect to Taylor Heineke. But they didn't see it, didn't want me there, didn't want me to be a part of it, didn't want me to be on the team, the roster, didn't want to give me a chance. What do you make of all that, Jason?
Just filed 1,400 words on that, Rich, literally a couple minutes ago. It should be up at CBSSports.com a little later this afternoon. I'm not surprised by any of it. I think that, you know, the professional sports is a meat grinder. There are issues of roster clarifications and stipulations, and there's salary caps, and there's guaranteed money, and there's sort of these factors that can kind of thrust people together. And it was his contract that kept this thing thrust together. If Bruce Allen didn't give him that extension, which even at the time people thought was a little bit exorbitant, and if it didn't have that much guaranteed money going that far into the future, then let's be real, right? Ron Rivera's coming in. It's a new program. He's kind of saddled with this Haskins thing. He's battling cancer. It's in a pandemic, and he brings his system guy, Kyle Allen, along. It becomes pretty clear by week 2 that Kyle Allen's going to play football really, really soon, and that they want Kyle Allen to be the guy. And then at the same time, there's also Alex Smith doing this incredible thing, but doing this incredible thing that the medical community and the football world are like, you know, like, we've never seen anything like this before. We don't know exactly how this is going to go. And, you know, it might not be feasible. He might not be able to do all the things you have to do over the course of these months in a pandemic to actually be able to play football this year. So I'm not really surprised by it in the least. It may surprise some people that Alex Smith said it. I think he has every right to say it, and he should say it, and it's part of his story.
So I guess in the 30 seconds that I have left,
this was a marriage of convenience. You know what I mean? This was a marriage that was born of things that predated this arrival of these guys in this organization. And you know, there wasn't a whole lot of kid glove stuff going on with Haskins. I'm not surprised that they weren't investing every waking moment in this recovery, because we're trying to build a long-term thing here, and this guy's 36, and he's not really going to be a part of that.
Right, exactly. So I guess I've got 30 seconds left. Is Alex Smith a player to put on this carousel as a free agent in the NFL, or stay in Washington right now?
I don't think, I never thought he'd be back in Washington. I don't it was a tough, he overcame a lot. If you watched him play closely, there's a lot of limitations there. I mean, does an Andy Reid or does an Urban Meyer, somebody like that who know him, bring him in some capacity? I think, sure.
Urban Meyer.
Him playing week in, week out at this stage, I don't know about that, Rich.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.